Like, do you see this? Like, justified. Okay, this was for real. So let me see. I'm trying to make Shondell Newsome very, very proud. We want to make sure that you are engaged and that you understand that what we're all about with Scholarship Solutions is creating a debt-free college experience. That's all we want to do, always. And that's what our guests are going to discuss today. In addition, we want to make sure that you are investing in your students now, investing in their college education now, yourself or your student right now, so that you can avoid debt later on. So, as you know, again, I'm Rhea Watson, the Scholarship Doctor. I thank our wonderful engineer, Mr. Brian Timms. What's up, Brian? Woohoo! He's giving us a wave. We appreciate him joining us every single second and fourth Wednesday from 10:30 to 11 o'clock. And remember, again, if you want to call into the show, it's 702-647-3688, 702-647-FM88. So I don't think I've really ever done this before, but I need to tell you guys that we have helped students to earn more than $50 million in scholarships and grants. Thank you. I know God is so good. We feel so blessed by that. And prayerfully and hopefully that is one reason that the Murray family decided to join us, because they said, we want to be in that number. We want to make sure that our wonderful, amazing, handsome, smart, gifted, talented, hysterically funny son also is making sure to have a debt-free college experience and really just learning some skills that hopefully, I think maybe Nigel, you'll be able to speak to that a little bit, but hopefully that, yeah, we've been able to learn a couple of things that maybe I didn't know beforehand. So we definitely want to discuss that. So give us a call, listen in, 702-623-9500. We're going to go ahead and get with our guests because I don't want to have any time missed with them. So please, Brian, if we could give a big hand for the Murray family. Woohoo! Yes, so we have Mr. and Mrs. Dwayne Murray. Sean Murray is his wonderful wife, and Mr. Nigel Murray, he is their wonderful son. So can you guys go ahead and just say hello to Las Vegas and the world?
Good morning, Las Vegas.
Good morning. Good morning.
I'm so happy to have you all. This is, I think, my first time like really having guests. Anytime there's been guests, it's been someone else hosting. Wow. So I feel like super privileged to even have you guys. I feel like a little nervous, like, oh my God, I don't know how to do it. Because I'm normally talking and running my mouth myself on Facebook Live. Always talking and saying, y'all need to call and go to college without any debt. Okay. So, again, if you all could just introduce yourselves, even though I did it a little bit quickly, but go ahead. We want to start, Nigel?
My name is Nigel Murray. I go to Somerset. I'm in the 9th grade.
Wonderful. I love that. Yes, Brian, thank you so much for that great applause. This is so wonderful because, again, Nigel is a 9th grader. So he is working on a debt-free college experience years in almost like galaxies ahead of time. And we just thank God for his wonderful parents. So go ahead, whichever mom or dad wants to start.
I'll go. I am Sean Murray, and I am Nigel's mom and Dwayne Murray's wife. And we are just so excited to be here.
Woohoo! And then I had a big surprise. So I came in late. I was running late, y'all. I know, normally am. But I was running a little bit late. And then the doors opened. And this gentleman popped out the driver's side. So I was really excited about that.
I'm Dwayne Murray, otherwise known as Sean's husband or Nigel's dad. That's how I'm known.
And those are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful characteristics, all of those. So we are so happy to have you guys. So let's just go ahead and get into a couple of questions. We'll see if people want to call in, maybe hopefully supporting you guys. You know this wonderful family, guys. So please, call in, make sure to give them some love. The phone number is 702-647-3688, 702-647-FM88. So I don't know who wants to start or whomever, but how did you guys learn about Scholarship Solutions? Who wants to talk about that?
Yeah, well, I actually heard about Scholarship Solutions through word of mouth. I have a very good friend here in Las Vegas, and he and I ran into him at a concert about 2 months ago.
Okay.
And he and I just got to talking about retirement and kids and college and education, and he mentioned that his 2 girls are actually getting paid to go to college, and my ears just went berserk. So we got to talking about it. He told me that he did it through some help with the services through Scholarship Solutions.
Yes, sir.
And so I asked him to give me some information, and it was on and popping from there.
Oh my goodness.
So that's how we heard about it.
That is so wonderful. I think he is talking about the amazing Steve Collins.
That's right. That's right. Steve Collins. That's my guy right there.
And the wonderful Stephanie and Whitney Collins.
Yeah.
Those girls are incredible and amazing. They are both on salary to be students. They have both earned, I can't even tell you how many tens of thousands of dollars in scholarships. Actually, Mr. Murray, let me tell you this story. So I called Stephanie up one day and I said, hey, Steph, I just wanted to know, did you get your check from the college? And she's like, oh, Miss Rhea, I don't know. Let me check my bank account. It's been 6 months.
Uh-oh.
What?
That kind of pain.
That's not so much money.
Yeah.
You don't have to check your bank account for 6 months.
Yeah,
She's like, oh yeah, they did deposit that along with the other thousands and thousands of dollars in
wow.
scholarships that I've received. So yeah, so believe me, my ears still perk over the Collins family too. So give us a call, you guys, 702-647-3688 if you want to learn how to go to college without any debt and to be on salary as a student. That is absolutely the reason I believe that the Murray family started and began so quickly. You guys want to give some feedback on that?
Well, we, again, like Dwayne said, we had pretty much watched a family walk through it. And so we knew, it's like the moment Nigel started high school, we were like, we better get started. We kind of feel like we're a little late already just from watching them. But we got started, and literally, I feel like within, was it 2 weeks? Just 2 weeks of talking with Ms. Rhea and Scholarship Solutions, even before we signed on for them to coach us, they were helping us with just some basic things, basic questions that I had about his counselor and what should we be doing and taking the SATs, and all of that was just so great that you just gave us that information without us signing on or anything. So it has just been an amazing process over the last few weeks, and yeah.
Absolutely. So a very proactive family. We love that. And with Scholarship Solutions, we are all about that, making sure that we are a family environment. It's not just me. It's not just you. It's everyone working together. And what's so wonderful is when I have a family who says, how can I make sure that I'm invested in my child? How can I make sure I'm invested in their future? How can I make sure I'm invested in my future? And you all have done that so wonderfully. You came in for a consultation, had great questions. Nigel, you were so engaged. I think from day one, I was like, who are you? And what did you do with the 34-year-old that you're acting like? Was it something close to that? He's so adorable, you guys. Only Facebook Live can see this, but he's so adorable. But honestly, he is just like the smartest, sweetest, most mannerable young man, and it's been a pleasure to work with him thus far. So I think you already even talked about why you chose Scholarship Solution. Maybe one reason is, and if you might have some more, but it's maybe the help that you had received beforehand in the short period of time that you all have been with us, and then of course having the testimonial and the experience of another family.
Yeah, we just saw just the great value in partnering with a company and people who know the ins and outs of applying and actually being awarded scholarships.
Right.
I know that a lot of that information is probably available out there, but to have someone who knows how to do it and when to do it and can really give you tips and kind of coach you and really just take your hand and lead you through that process was probably one of the bigger values for us, the Murrays, because we just didn't know.
Right.
We just didn't know. So.
And I think you have a lot of families who they know exactly what they're doing. Like I have a friend, like she is all over it. She's like a Rhea Watson, whereas I know that that's not me.
Right.
And I don't want to, we didn't want to drop the ball. And so it's like, what, we better get some guidance, get a coach, and then that way, you can guide us. Because I've seen so many families with good intentions, and then the child is in 12th grade, and now they're trying to figure out, how are we going to pay for this?
Yeah.
And so we just wanted to make sure, that he was set up by the time he gets to 12th grade, and he can go to college free. And then the money that we were saving to send him, we can buy an RV and just go traveling the world.
On the road again.
Yes.
I love that. It is so true. I always say that. I love when parents and families have been prepared. It's not that everyone just doesn't have a college savings for their children or for themselves, but it's like if you could use that money for other things, if you have an amazing, talented, smart, intelligent, kind, open-hearted person that you've been saving for, and if those things and those characteristics can get you scholarships, why not use that money to do something like invest in their first condominium?
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Why not
absolutely.
buy those stocks and bonds that maybe you've been holding off on?
Yes.
Why not go ahead and do again what the Collins have done? We'll just go ahead and use this money towards our car. You know, I mean, just why not do those things if that is available and attainable? I think we have a caller, Maurice. If you can just hold up for me and listen in, because they may be addressing that to you. Hey, this is the Scholarship Doctor. Good morning. You are on the Scholarship Solutions radio show. How are you? We are blessed. Thank you so much for asking. Woo-hoo. Well, I appreciate that question. So we have several ways. Our phone number is 702-623-9500, 702-623-9500. You can reach us right now like Facebook Live is. We're on at Scholarship Solutions on Facebook. Scholarship Solutions on Facebook. And on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Yes, I'm on Snapchat, Nigel. I know you didn't think I knew about Snapchat, but I do, boo-boo, I do. We're at Scholarship DR. That's Scholarship Doctor, Scholarship DR. So any of those ways you can reach us and find out about it. And let me just address a little bit what you said, because I have an athlete. Mr. Nigel's an athlete, and he is a musician. Right, Nigel? You do those things you play. Can you tell us what you do in regard to athletics?
I play basketball.
And then your musician stuff.
Yeah, I play the drums.
Right? So he has these great talents. So not just like multifaceted person. So, but what's so wonderful is that, let's say that he does want to play football for a college. Maybe your child wants to play volleyball or what have you. But when you can go in and say, I've earned additional scholarships, I'm going on my brain, I'm going on my merit, that means I'm a volunteer, I have a big heart, I'm going on those types of things, you can go to that athletic director, go to that coach and say, I don't need the dollars from your athletic department, but I can still play for your team. So it doesn't mean that we have to minimize any of the talents that students may have academically or athletically, but if we can use our brains and if we can use our volunteerism to get other scholarships, that only looks more attractive to a coach or an athletic director. So yes, please, if you are interested, we'd love to have you. We also have on December 9th and 10th at 3 o'clock our scholarship seminar. So again, that'll be on Scholarship Solutions at Facebook, and you can also reach us in our office, 702-623-9500. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I look forward to meeting you and hearing from you. Thank you so much. So yeah, okay, go ahead, Sean. You want something to have to say?
I'd love
something?
to say
Sure.
to her as a mom, one of the things that I've always tried to do is to we've tried to pull out just the different things that Nigel is good at. I feel like a lot of times people generalize our kids. We generalize things like if we go outside, we see trees. So we generalize all trees. We don't see them as individuals. And so a lot of times people generalize our kids. And so they automatically just think, okay, well, he's going to need a basketball scholarship or a football scholarship. But to tap into our kids and find out the different things that they're talented at, we're all creative in some kind of way.
Yeah.
And I love how Rhea has coached us on, like, you would be amazed at the scholarships that your kids can get. Like, there are scholarships for people who are tall.
Yes.
So it's called a tall scholarship. Or, people who are short. You can get a short people scholarship. Or, there are like a myriad of things. But if you're not being coached, you just wouldn't know that. And so, for the mom who just called in, like your kid, he's in 8th grade. I'm sure he is like amazing at so many things that you probably haven't tapped into. And so I just encourage you to just, see what he likes to do. So he's good at football, but he might also be good at drawing or, just so many things. So I just
Absolutely.
challenge you to tap into those things too.
That is such a great point, Sean. Thank you so much for saying that. And with everything that she mentioned, there absolutely positively are scholarships for that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I always kind of do this thing like, are you left-handed? And only I think 10% of the entire population is left-handed. There's a scholarship for that. But are you right-handed? Guess what? There's a scholarship for that too. So I mean, it's just so many different things. And the earlier you start, so it's never ever too early. We always say that. It's never too late, but it's never too early. It's never ever too early. So 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th, 11th, 12th. It's never ever ever too early, never too late. But when I appreciate my little second grader who's won his first college scholarship? I absolutely do.